you guys wanted to see how the defensive side of the ball matches up, with my offensive side of the ball with the Legend Chem and the best players that you should be powering up right now that actually fits the scheme for the Legends. Now remember, if you are not a Legends Chem player, you're going to have to go with whatever scheme. You see what I'm saying? Because remember, all the 50 players of any team that you pick, every single one of them gives you the same attributes for every player that has that team. But with the Legends and stuff like that, it's, you obviously can't do that. It's all going based on the schemes that are available. Passing, defense, rushing, stuff like that. So we're going to dive into the defensive side of the ball right now, and we're going to talk Legends Chem right now. All right, so pretty much what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to be taking a look at the defensive side of the ball. Realistically speaking, with the way that my defense is set up right now, I'm going to go over each player and try to explain to you what makes them valuable as far as why they are used. Now, some players are no longer used. I know it's weird, but I don't use Deion Sanders at all anymore, and it's probably even harder to use him now simply because the way that they patch the game, it appears that strength actually matters now. Like Deion Sanders usually stands up right tackles. He stands up running backs that are stronger than him and just tackles them with no issue. Now it could be the glitch of the falling forward situation, or it could just be, it is what it is. It could just be that, they've actually put a little bit more emphasis on the weight of the players. But I will tell you this, the lighter players are now getting just smashed up, and dudes are able to fall forward and just easily truck them. All right, so let me just point this out. Rondé Barber hasn't seen the field in like a week. Deion Sanders is my kick return guy. That's the only time he's been using the field because I've been running nickel and I've been running bigger, bulkier guys, which I'm going to show you guys now. And Champ Bailey also has not seen the field. All right, here we go over here. We're going to start off with Sean Taylor, and I want you guys to take notice. You guys see that Legend Chem, you see the sprinter, you see the hot hands, you see the out of my way. Now with the hot hands, I'm probably going to take that off of him because it doesn't really emphasize him getting any interceptions. Like, just being honest about it, it really doesn't emphasize anything. The footsteps that you guys have, oh, bro, it works, this and that, all that kind of stuff. I'm not really sure that it works. And I don't want to go ahead and put it on him for 750 training if I don't think it does work. So we're going to just leave that the way that it is. The tip drill, some of you guys, you guys are living and dying by the tip drill. I'm not really sure how good the tip drill is because I've had several games where the ball is tipped around and it just drops. And I have tip drill on my other safeties. It just drops to the ground. I'm not really sure about that. I got to really analyze what's going on, but I will tell you this. The hot hands is absolutely doing nothing for me. All right? It's absolutely doing nothing for me, but the out of my way with him at free safety, let me tell you why this is good. Once I get it, see, I'm really, really contemplating putting Deion Sanders back in the free safety position and putting Sean Taylor as a corner because that out of my way is so glitchy when it's time, when a dude runs a toss, all that kind of stuff. Sean Taylor is right there just smashing it up in the backfield. Now that could be an issue because Deion Sanders, he's not going to be able to make plays like a big hit if a slant is thrown across the middle. And I've been getting a lot more fumbles by just setting the player up to throw the slant while blitzing everyone and then getting a hit stick. Like, this guy is going to get the ball out of somebody's hands. So that's primarily why it's something that I like to have the bigger safety back there. So I'm working on trying to figure out how I'm going to work it out as far as, moving around somebody else that has that kind of speed back there. Because I could put Ed Reed there and then switch somebody else up. But right now, I'm going to leave him the way that he is. I'm going to leave hot hands on him right now. Even though it's really not contributing, bro. The unfakeable, I don't know, bro. Footsteps, we might have to put footsteps on him and just see how he does with that. We'll have to just try that, bro. Like, that's ultimately what I'm probably going to try next is probably footsteps because he's the guy that's right there. So even if they do throw it, deep or over the middle, whatever, maybe footsteps would come into play. All right, we're going to give him footsteps. We'll give him footsteps, and we're going to try it out because honestly, what's the worst that could happen? He catches the ball more? Yeah, that's probably what's going to happen. So look, that's pretty much what Sean Taylor is on my squad. He obviously gets Chemd to a 99 speed. So if you are running Legends Chem and you have the Legends Pasty, which I have 35 of 30 right there, and you add all these attributes to them, the catch, the finesse move, press, all that good stuff, this is what you're going to end up with Sean Taylor. 99, 99 speed, 98 zone coverage. That's more than enough. But if you look at the white number in hit power, that's why he causes so many fumbles. And that's what you need to really watch. I keep telling you, the numbers in white, that's what you're really getting, bro. Everything is cosmetic, but I need those cosmetic numbers to boost my overall. Because ultimately, what are we all trying to get? A 99 overall team. So I have to boost my overall with the cosmetic stuff. But ultimately, this dude is a real hitter. Like, he's really laying the wood, dog. He's laying the wood like when I go visit your mom's. Like, it's crazy out here. You know what I'm saying, bro? So that's pretty much why he's there. Ronnie Lott, you can see that he has the footsteps, Chem, primarily because I play him at corner. He's my left corner. Now, let's take a look at some of his numbers. 98 zone, 95 speed. You might say, bro, he's kind of slow. Yeah, he is, bro. Like, he could be a little bit faster, but that hit power right there, listen, man, it's nobody's business right there. But not only that, his strength is a little bit higher. When we go to block shot, I think he's like an 83 or something like that. The last I checked, where is he? Block shot, 83. So that works also with the run. So he's sitting right on it. Even though Sean Taylor would be a much better player there, I leave Ronnie Lott there because he's been doing his job. I think he's had one pick six since he's been there. But usually, if he lines you up with a hit, you are dropping the ball. So whatever that situation is, bruh, the dude's hit power is 96, you're dropping the ball. All right, so he's my left corner. Sean Taylor plays his natural position at free safety. Lawrence Taylor is an edge rusher for me. He's blitzing off the edge. This dude's a maniac. He's been there forever. If you don't know about his stats, I don't know what to tell you, dog. Like, he's just one of those guys that EA loves, so he just does whatever he wants. All right, he's just coming in regardless. It doesn't matter. If you give him a little bit of time, he's always going to make that play. That's Lawrence Taylor. I don't need to really justify Lawrence Taylor because he's Lawrence Taylor, and you guys should already know that that's something you should have on your squad. Anthony Barr is not being used right now because the dude's garbage, and he drops a lot of picks, so he's just chilling right now. We're going to see what happens later with him. Bill Romanowski is a stud. With out-of-my-way and secure tackler, he definitely fits the bill, dog. Like, he's out there balling, whatever. I don't put him in zone coverage at all, even though his 89 is pretty decent. I stopped doing it only because he wasn't reacting the way that I needed him to, so now he's just a rusher. All right, he's just a rusher, and that's it. He has to do what he has to do. He has 98 block shedding, and it's in white. So you know what that means, bruh. He's coming off the edge like a savage maniac with rabies. And you have to make sure that if you're playing against him, you account for it. Because if you try to block everybody or whatever you're doing, he's going to get off that first block pretty fast. Regardless if you got secure pass blocker, all that stuff, that doesn't work, bruh. These dudes are coming in crazy. All right, so that's why he's there. Shazier, he needs no announcements. We're waiting like 10 more days to get his gold 99, but we do give him secure tackler and unfakeable. And obviously, I don't know why he's not a legend, but they should have just gave him a legend because I don't think he's going to be able to play football again. Very, very sad story, but if you're going to make him the master, he should have just been a legend. I don't know why they gave him Pittsburgh Chem, but he can't get those other things, but those are his numbers. If you were going to put somebody in zone, it would look to be, this guy would probably be your best bet. But that 96 speed is nothing to scoff at. His block shedding is pretty low, but it is what it is. This guy right here is just a dog. Like, I really like this card. Obviously, I can't really give him much more because he's not a legend, but I really like this card. Block shedding very, very low, but if he makes up with it, if you want to use him in coverage, 99 play rec, 96 zone, like this dude, if you're not going to blitz him and you put him out in zone coverage, he's running down the field with Randy Moss. Like, it's fake. Like, it's wild, but that's what it is. It is what it is. He's a very, very good card for coverage. So I use it for that as one of my non-legend players, and you can pretty much see that we're using the lockdown chem with him, and it's not even maxed out with lockdown. Where's lockdown at? Is it maxed out? Or I think I just passed it. Did I just pass it? Yeah, lockdown is maxed out. Okay, so he gets all these additional traits with lockdown, so that kind of works out for us. This guy's just a fill-in with the rising star. Kevin Green is very, very good, but he hasn't been seeing any airplay over the last couple games since I've been running nickel. It's because it's either him or Lawrence Taylor. And EA loves Lawrence Taylor, so he actually makes more plays than Kevin Green. So that's why he's there. But in case I ever need, a sub and, dudes get tired, Kevin Green comes in and handles his business. Rising star, he's just there for chems. Steve Atwater is my right corner. All right? So what does that mean about him being the right corner? He has a 96 speed, 99 zone, 97 hit power. So he's another guy where if you try him, you're going to fail. All right, you're gonna fail. If you try this man, you are absolutely going to fail. So I would recommend not trying him, because if he hit sticks you, you're probably gonna fumble most of the time. But ultimately, he's a really good card overall. So with the way that, hold up, this guy has footsteps. This guy has footsteps. Okay, I put footsteps on this guy. Why doesn't he have a dual Chemd though? Because he's a 99 card. Shouldn't he have dual Chemd? Let me see what's going on. Why didn't I put anything else on him? I got footsteps. I don't know what else I want to put on him, because like you could put hot hands or something, but you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, is he gonna be able to do anything with that? We got the footsteps on him. Pick specialists don't work. We could put unfakeable on him and just try to make sure. But this is only, remember, he's less likely to get faked out by ball carry moves. As a user with this player, you cannot get faked out. So unfakeable might be good for him, just for the fact that even if you don't click on, it's less likely you're gonna get spun into oblivion. That will probably help. Pick 6, you dudes be hating on it. I guess that's why I didn't give him an additional Chemd, because I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. It was between unfakeable and tip drill. And like I said, tip drill hasn't really been doing its thing for me. So it looks like if I give him unfakeable, it might work out. So, and then it also lines up as FU. So that'll be something for my opponent to read. So that works out. So that's what we're doing with him. Now, this other dude right here, right? Eddie Reed, Hall of Famer, dude's a goonie. Now, he's very, very fast, but he has an 85 hit power. So I leave him in the backfield. The thing that's interesting about him, though, is that I could literally leave him as the corner on the right side and leave Atwater as a natural strong safety and be able to get away with it, because he has the speed. It's just that he's kind of short. So in most cases, I would have to swat instead of going for the pick just to preserve my sanity. You know what I'm saying? Because he's going to get mossed, especially after the most recent patch, a lot more than other cards. He's going to get demolished on a regular basis. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands that. That's why I leave him playing the strong safety position and I put Atwater underneath, is because I know his limitations. I can swat the ball instead of going for the pick. But ultimately, having Steve Atwater underneath to play that run with a higher block shed and a better strength, it benefits me more, because we have a lot of dudes that are just run first psychos like myself now. Like, I'm running the ball a lot more than I used to, because the animation it's too much. The animation is just wild. Now, this guy plays for me, Javon Curse and Alan Page. John Randall does not play for me on the line. Who else? I think that that's it. John Randall does not play, because I have Lawrence Taylor and the other guy on the outside, and Curse and Alan Page are on the inside, and then I got the 2 linebackers that go wild. All right, now this guy with out of my way and secure tackler is very, very good. His block shedding, you can see it meets the threshold, but his finesse moves and his power moves are very, very good and ideal. So it works out for me. Alan Page at an 87 speed, D tackle, it's something about his card that just makes him unbelievable. So he is just like, everybody knows, like, since this guy's been out, I've seen this guy on more teams than anything else. He is unbelievable in this game. 88 speed, just running around, running him up, doing whatever. He was 87, but now the Legends Chem with the +1 speed, he's an 88. He's unreal. And then finally, right? Finally, what we do is, to get an extra safety in the game, we put, where's this guy? We put, special teams, right? Special teams. We put Derwin James in here as our 3rd kick returner, because you could sneak him in, and then even though you see everything crossed out with lockdown and all that stuff like that, he still gets everything. The hot hands, because it's already in the game, everything. So you can see he's a 94 speed, but they show things based on his kick returner stats. But when you come over here, everything is all good, because as long as the chem is active on another player that's starting, it doesn't have to be active on this player. When you see it, like with the line through it, but it still counts. So he has all that stuff. He still has everything going on for him. So the man coverage is up, his zone coverage is up, all that stuff. And he's my user in my nickel defense. So it works out with all my other big hitters, plus his hit powers are 95. Like, it's wild, dog. This card is just really, really wild as a user. The one thing that I didn't know about him, though, is that he had such a high press. This dude's press is insane. Hold up. Ed Reed has an 86 press? Hold up, where's Atwater? Where's Atwater? Because I know Atwater's probably not going to be a good kick returner. Sean Taylor's all the way down there. I got to see what Atwater's... Is Atwater really all the way down? Okay, there he goes. What's his press? 75. Yo, this dude has a 93 press, bro? That's crazy. That's really insane right there. That's just insane. Because I could actually put him at corner. With that kind of press, bro? Wow, I didn't even know he was rolling like that. That Derwin James card is dirty, bruh. Yeah, I might have to reassess it because I feel like I might be wasting the press if I don't have him just pressing the computer manually. I mean, automatically, at the snap with my defenses that I run. I might have to take a look at that again. But that's ultimately what's going on right now with the squad as far as the Legend Chem goes and how you should probably work it if you wanted to run the Legends Chem. I think that this way that I run it now with Nickel, it's pretty good, bro. It's pretty good the way that I have everything set up. So I would highly recommend it if that's something that you guys wanted to get into. Obviously, it's your choice, however you want to roll with it, but I think it's pretty good. All right, so that's the defensive side of the ball. Let me know if you have any other questions going forward, man, and I'm going to get at you. For the full gameplays, head over to GmiasWorld Gaming and just dive in, bro, with your popcorn and just chill. You're going to have a great time, man. Full gameplays, everything that I'm doing, rage, all that stuff, live, just for you, man. So thank all you guys for watching, man. I'm going to see you next time. Enjoy your day. One love.